Hello again, everybody. This is Joe Califf, Education and Outreach Co-Chair with the Houston Astronomical Society. In this video, I'll take you through the process of actually adding your volunteer hours to an event in which you participated in. As you can see, I've brought up a web browser here, and I've visited the Night Sky Network homepage, which is at nightsky.jpl.nasa.gov. In the upper right-hand corner, I'm presented with two boxes to enter my username and password, and once I've entered both of those details, I'll click on the Login button to continue. Once I'm logged in, I'm presented with some information about the Houston Astronomical Society, and up at the top there's a menu bar here with several options. What I will need to do is click on My Profile and then go down to My Volunteer Hours and select that. And in here, you'll notice that under my volunteer hours, it's completely empty since I haven't entered any volunteer hours yet. Now, to properly display the event in which I've participated, I'll need to go over here to the right-hand side in the Show Events Dated section and set the appropriate dates in which to search for those volunteer opportunities and events. So in this case, I'll select November 1st, 2016 to November 14th, 2016. I know this particular event occurred on November 10th, and so I'll need to select here this checkbox to include events for which I have not entered volunteered hours. Once that's completed, I'll click on the search button. In the page that appears, I now have a list of events to which I can add my volunteer hours. Now, I know that it's the event dated November 10th, 2016 I need to add my hours to, which shows up here as the last item on the list, and I can click on the Add link below Steam Night here, that particular event, to add my particular hours. On the following page, I have the ability to now enter details around my volunteer opportunity. So you could see I'm presented with the event date and the name of the event or service, and if all of this looks correct, then I want to come over here and select the type of service that I've performed. Now in this drop-down list, we have three main options: public outreach, club member training, and other club-related service. And for most of what we do, the public outreach selection is going to be appropriate. If none of those three selections make sense, then there is a field below this in which you can enter an appropriate description for your service. Below this, we have a field for the number of hours. In this particular event, I submitted and participated in 2 hours worth of outreach. And then below this, we also have a field where you can enter the number of miles that you drove to get to this particular outreach event. In my case, it was 25 miles from door to door. I also have a field where I can enter a description of the services performed, and this can be as detailed or you can have as little information here as you'd like. And then lastly, there's a comments section. In this case, I will say it was completely clouded out. We spent the evening looking at terrestrial objects in this case, so I'll enter that detail and hit the submit button. And once I've done that, you'll see that I'm back to the list of events that occurred between the dates of November 1st and November 14th, based on the search field to the right. And below the event for November 10th, 2016, the Steam Night event, I now have some details around my particular volunteer time. So it was a public outreach event. I had 2 hours volunteered. And if I need to make changes, I can click on this update button. But down at the bottom as well is a total aggregate of all of the hours that I participated in all of the events that I've logged, as well as the number of miles that I've driven. And that's it. If you have any questions, you can always email me at outreach@astronomyhouston.org or just stop me and ask me questions at the next club meeting. Now that you know how to enter your time, I hope you take advantage of this great tool that we have at our disposal so that you could use this towards your Astronomy League Outreach Awards. Until then, clear skies.